Good evening. My name is Tim Steffensmeier. Part of what I get to do here is be Director of Research. And I want to say just a little bit about the purpose of that, some of the great people that are helping out, and then a bit of a call to action of a way that all of us in this room might be involved in helping measure progress. So here at the Kansas Leadership Center, we are calling the work of measuring impact third floor research. That work is focused on helping us realize the last part of KLC's logic model, and I hope the efforts that you're engaged in, and that is that things get healthier, things get stronger. They might be your community, might be your family, might be your organization. And so this entity was created to help understand that impact and to help measure it. And I and a bunch of other people get to be a part of it. And like your meetings, we were gathered today talking about that work. And I wanted to introduce you to that group of folks right now. If you're here for third floor research and you're on this slide, I'd love if you could stand right now and be welcomed a warm round of applause. Thanks, and I just want to brag a little bit about who's in the room, and I just want to give you a glimpse of where they're from and the fact that they're representing our research universities in this state and around the country. Elisa Adriasola is from Santiago, Chile. Claudia Mara works here in Wichita, Kansas. Mary Banwart from Lawrence, Kansas. Randy Barber from Huntsville, Alabama. David Crislip from Boulder, Colorado. Tamara Hernandez from Santiago, Chile. Tomas Kowalik from Budapest, Hungary, Roberta Maldonado Franzen from Manhattan, Kansas, Kylie Moody from Manhattan, Tim O'Brien from Boston, Massachusetts, Elnaz Parvez from Tehran, Iran, Carrie Priest from Manhattan, and I reside in Manhattan too. So I just want to give a glimpse that there are people here in this state and there are people outside of this state very interested in the progress we're all making as we talk about exercising leadership. So this third floor research, we do three things. We put learnings out into the world about what it looks like to exercise leadership. The second thing we do is conduct research studies about people who are trying to make progress in organizations or their communities. The last thing we do, and here's an invitation, if you have a leadership program or you have people you're trying to train, we are creating a global database where we can make sense of how different participants learn and how their behavior changes and ultimately how the organizations they're in prosper and get better. So that's sort of the work we do. A glimpse of what we were talking about earlier today. We have 4 research projects that are happening this year. Those research projects are focused on how leadership looks like in a nonprofit company. Another research project is focused on what leadership looks like and how you teach people to be adaptable in a for-profit high-tech company, a Silicon Valley kind of effort. Another research study is about community leadership programs. How many of you in this room are part of a community leadership program or have been a part of one? Great, thank you so much. This is about what happens when people attend community leadership programs. Do their behaviors change at work? Do they become more involved in their community? The answer is yes on both fronts. And then the last one is this idea of, where am I at? Yeah, number 1. And here's my invite, so here's my ask. The last thing I'd like to say is we have an ongoing study right now. The demographics of Kansas are changing and will continue to change in exciting ways. More Latinos, Latinas, Hispanic folks are here, will be coming to Kansas to help make this state great. This particular study is about trying to understand the robust leadership capacities of particular groups of people who are in Kansas for a long time who have been understudied. So if you happen to identify as somebody who resides in Kansas with that label, I'd love if you take our study. If you hang out and know people in this state who would like to take this survey, Roberta, where you at? Roberta Maldonado Franzen, you should talk to her. She wants to get more people. So be part of our global database. If it applies to you, take our survey. And the last thing I'd like to say is I think it's all of our responsibilities as exercising leadership to help the people around us realize that we're making progress. Thank you.